Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we've got some huge breaking news because we've got the official confirmation of a Superman Lois Season 4, aka the final season trailer. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Okay, we need to freak out guys because DC has officially announced that they are expanding their presence at San Diego Comic-Con for the first time since 2019. Now, I was there at the 2019 Comic-Con. That was the last time that we got an Arrow panel, the last time we got a Supergirl panel, Flash panel, Legends, all those shows. Batwoman showed its pilot episode, its very first episode there. So it's been a long time since 2019. It will be 5 years later this month since we got a trailer or a panel at a San Diego Comic-Con event in Hall H or in any other hall in San Diego Comic-Con. So for those of you guys that are going, you're in for a treat guys, so listen up. DC has announced today their expanded presence at San Diego Comic-Con with a new, larger footprint, multi-level DC booth on the convention floor that is going to be there all week. And DC say whether you're looking for the most binge-worthy comics and TV shows, the toys and collectibles that you absolutely must have, breaking news from all over the DC universe, or to just check out some of the most amazing cosplay on the planet, you'll find it where DC and San Diego Comic-Con come together for fans. So I am super hyped about this, but let's go ahead and get into the panels. Let's talk about Superman Lois first, because that's what you guys are all here for. There's more DCTV panels that we need to discuss afterwards, and also another Superman Lois related topic, but we'll get to that when we get to this, because this is huge guys. So finally the Arrowverse is returning to San Diego Comic-Con after 5 years with Superman Lois's final season. Now this is the description, so this is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con on the Saturday, and it's at 11:15 AM, that's Pacific Standard Time, and it's going to be ending an hour later at 12:15. And so the title is Superman Lois Special Video Presentation and Q&A presented by WBTV. So what does that mean? Well, special video presentation is how they've always worded it, in terms of that's when they release a trailer followed by a Q&A. And so it's been confirmed guys, Superman Lois will have a trailer that's dropping at San Diego Comic-Con later this month. I can't believe this is actually happening. We are getting the Superman Lois trailer 100% this month. It's happening guys. Oh, man, I'm so excited. This hasn't happened for such a long time, and I think it's just about time. So it's going to be on the 27th of July, which is the Saturday, and it's going to be at 11:15 AM Pacific Standard Time. Translate that to where you guys are, because that's when the trailer will be dropping. Obviously on my channel, I'm going to be reacting to the trailer. I'll make a breakdown, I'll make lots of content, theories and everything about it, because it's been such a long time and this is majorly exciting. Like the previous seasons of Superman Lois, they didn't come to San Diego Comic-Con. This is the very first time that they are going, the cast and crew, and we'll get into what else they confirm as to who's going. But yeah, we've never had that hype before a season, and I think this really brings me back to those Arrowverse days where we would always be hyped for San Diego Comic-Con every July, because they would have shot stuff, they would have had enough to make a trailer, but Superman Lois has got more than enough to put together a full trailer. So this is what the description of the panel says. So joint executive producers Todd Helbing and Brent Fletcher, so they are both going to be there, with series stars Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch as they make their Comic-Con debut in Hall H. That is huge guys. DC doesn't normally go to Hall H unless it's a DC EU project, or presumably a DCU project in the future. So I love that DC is going all in on the final season of Superman Lois. It deserves to be in Hall H. If you guys didn't know, in 2019, all the Arrowverse panels were consecutively after each other, but they weren't in Hall H. They were in another hall. It was still pretty big, but it's nowhere near as big as Hall H. And so it is a huge deal in San Diego Comic-Con kind of lore to be, debuting in Hall H. So this is huge, guys. And so after season 3 ended on a major cliffhanger, this is the description that they give, fans won't want to miss an exclusive trailer for the epic final season and learn what's in store as Clark and Lois continue to navigate the challenges of parenthood while saving the world. Season 4 of Superman Lois returns with a 2-hour special premiere on Thursday, October 17th on the CW. That's been confirmed previously. And then it just goes on to list who the executive producers are, and it's not like Greg Berlanti's going to be there. That's not been confirmed. So the only people that are going to be going to the panel is Tyler and Bitsy, and also the showrunners Todd Helbing and the new showrunner who is a co-showrunner on this final season, Brent Fletcher. All 4 of them are going to be appearing, and if I am taking any of the history of Comic-Con, into account, I can probably say there's probably going to be like a few surprises, maybe a couple of people who are, living in LA, they come pop over, maybe it's the Sarah actor, maybe it's Jordan or Jonathan, it could be one of their actors, and I reckon there will be someone who will appear. But let's break this down. So they talk about the season 3 cliffhanger and the fact that we are not going to want to miss this panel because there's going to be an exclusive trailer for the epic final season. So there you have it. That is a full trailer. That means it's not a promo. It's going to be more than what we previously got on that trailer breakdown that I did the other day, where the CW released some footage, but it was included in like an overall CW promo. And so this trailer, I presume, will be at least 1.5 to 2 minutes long if it's like a full tease for this new season. Now, you can have footage from episode 1, episode 2, and probably episode 3 as well. So expect like a mix of teasers as to what's going to happen. And the fact that they mentioned the season 3 cliffhanger, I reckon you might see a little bit of Doomsday in that, because we did see a shot of Doomsday in that CW promo recently for Superman Lois. And so you might get a glimpse of how the season will start, but then you will go into kind of what's going to happen afterwards and setting up what, they have in store for Clark and Lois as they continue to navigate the challenges of parenthood, but also being a superhero as well. And so they're going to be teasing all of this at the panel. So normally with these panels, they are asked questions by the moderator, and the moderator goes through kind of like the basic questions, the stuff like, what can you tease about Superman Lois season 4, or how involved is Lex Luthor going to be in this final season. But then at the end of the panel, after the trailer's been shown and everyone's been teased, that's when you get into the juicy questions from the fans, because the Q&A is going to be exciting. You would have just seen the trailer, fans are going to be buzzing, they're going to go up to the mic, ask questions, ask spoilery questions, and hopefully, knowing Bitsy, she spills 1 or 2 spoilers about the season, because she is infamous for doing that, as evidenced by recently with that leak of her saying, there is a big story that they are adapting at the start of the season. So I can definitely see that happening. But yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm over the moon with this. For those of you guys who haven't followed my channel for a long time, I went to Comic-Con in 2019. It was a huge deal for me. I got to interview the whole Supergirl cast, supposed to interview the Flash cast, and I got to go there, watch all the Arrowverse panels. I saw Grant Gustin, I saw Candace Patton, I saw Steven, I saw Melissa Benoist, I saw everyone, and it was just like a dream come true. And I really wish I was there, but it is coming up soon. I don't have a press pass. It's very expensive to go to San Diego, and so it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to be there, but I will be covering everything. So yeah, wow, tell me, what do you think about this down in the comments below. Let me know, are you excited to see this exclusive trailer that's debuting in July at San Diego Comic-Con? So remember, it's Saturday, 27th of July, 2024 at 11:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is when you're going to get the first drop of the trailer. So yeah, get hyped, guys. Okay, so let's move on to talk about something else at Superman Lois before we go on to our final topic afterwards. So the other day I talked about an image that was going around of Superman Lois's new title card for the season. Well, it's been confirmed that that's actually true, because now I had a quick scan back on Krypton's site run by my good friend online, Craig, and he actually posted a photo from Bitsy's Instagram, and she was the one actually to post this. So that's been confirmed. This is the new title card that you're seeing on screen for the final season of Superman Lois. As I said in that previous video the other day, I'm really hyped to see this because it's more optimistic, it's different, it's brighter. I really like it. And so what she actually had to say in the caption of this post was, "We watched the Superman Lois series finale at the final mix." She said, "So proud of the show," and then added, "Because of COVID and shooting on location, this was the first time meeting some of our incredible editors, VFX team and post-production." And she says a big thank you to everyone for your brilliant work. So yeah, they got to see the series finale and what it's looking like right now, because they are definitely in the deep depths of editing that series finale. But let's move on to the final couple of topics. We got some more San Diego Comic-Con panels that we need to talk about that are DCTV related. So we got confirmation of another DCTV panel that is a Max original panel, as they're billing it, on Friday. So this is the day before Superman Lois, and it's for the new animated Max series that's R-rated called Kite Man Hell Yeah. Now this is really interesting. Go watch the trailers recently because they've been great, and it really is kind of like the Harley Quinn show. It is a spin-off off of Harley Quinn, which has been very, very popular, and it looks to be like a great series. It's basically going to follow Kite Man, and he's a villain in the comics, and you've previously seen him as the ex-boyfriend of Poison Ivy in Harley Quinn, but then he's getting his own show, and he opens up a bar in the shadow, well, in the backdrop of the Legion of Doom's headquarters. And so the show will see like a bunch of DC's biggest villains, including Bane and Darkseid, appearing at the bar and seeing what they do in their pastime, which is just insane. So I'm really looking forward to this show. That panel is at 8:15 p.m. in the evening on Friday. Friday is normally kind of like your preview day along with Thursday. And so Saturday and Sunday is really when it gets big. And so following on from that, just before the Superman Lois Season 4 panel on Saturday is My Adventures with Superman. There is a screening presentation and a panel with the executive producers and voice cast members, including Jack Quaid and Alice Lee, and some of the other cast members are going to be there. So you'll get a scoop on all the action, comedy and romance that awaits Clark, Lois and Jimmy in Season 3, which will air on Adult Swim. So yeah, it's going to be a teaser. This is in the Indigo Ballroom in the Hilton, just opposite the May Convention Center. So yeah, you're going to get an insight into Season 3, as well as watching a little bit of what they have. I don't know if they're going to show like a previous episode from Season 2, or if they're going to show the first episode of Season 3 if they've got that ready. But yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So we got a panel later that day after Superman Lois at 2:45 p.m. and again Pacific time. We've got Batman the Cape Crusader, which is going to be screening an episode, and there's going to be a panel. And so Matt Reeves is actually going to be there, as he is an executive producer on the show. That is huge. So you could potentially get some answers about the Batman and what's going on with all of the different spin-offs, like the Penguin as well, because Matt Reeves is going to be there, and some of the other cast members who are going to star in Batman Cape Crusader will be there. And this will be the world premiere screening of the animated series that is obviously super highly anticipated by Batman fans. And so that's definitely a panel that you guys, if you're at San Diego Comic-Con, you should be going to that, because Q&A is going to be great with Matt Reeves and the cast, but then also you're going to see the very first episode, and it's going to be a world premiere. So following on from that, just an hour later at 4:45 p.m, we have the Penguin panel. Now this has just recently been rebranded as an HBO original, so it was previously just coming out on Max, but similar to the Harry Potter show, they've rebranded the Penguin to be an HBO original, so it has, you know, that kind of HBO tag to it that gives it a little bit more gravitas, I guess. And so this is going to be having a panel later in the day on Saturday, and it's going to be obviously focusing on the Penguin and what we've seen so far. And so the series debuts on HBO in September, and so the panelists at the panel will be Colin Farrell, and he'll be there virtually so that's obviously a shame that he's not there. But Kristen Milioti is going to be there in person, as well as Matt Reeves. He'll be there in person. Obviously he'll be at the previous panel as well. And we've got Lauren LaFranc, who is the showrunner, and Dylan Clark, who is the executive producer of the Batman and the Penguin. And so this is going to be a huge panel. It's at Hall H. It's a shame that Colin isn't there in person, but at least Matt Reeves and Kristen Milioti are going to be there to represent the Penguin. Don't know how much we're going to get here. Obviously there's been trailers already, and it's supposed to premiere in September, so later this month. I guess you could get another sneak peek, but it's not going to be anything too crazy. And so Sunday, nothing too much in regards to DCTV or the DCU. There's actually no announcements yet about any DCU panels, like specifically Creature Commandos. You would have presumed is going to appear, but not right now. There's no confirmations. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know all down in the comments below. Are you going to San Diego Comic-Con? Would you like to see me go? I mean, I would love to go, but it's just so expensive. You gotta support the channel big time. Get this video to 200k views and I'll go. That's your challenge, guys. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.